Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, to live. I finished my first semester of nursing school. Currently on my 1-week break between semesters. I do this video today because I was like, I don't have anything to do. I've been chilling today. Wednesday I started school on Monday, and I was like, my hair's starting to get oily and old, and I'm like, I don't like to do videos when my hair not done. I don't like doing anything when my hair not done. Some video ideas that I've been wanting to do, but I haven't done it because my hair hasn't been done. First, gonna talk about my first day of school and everything. So like, I just wanted to tell you guys, first semester of nursing school is gonna be so hard. It's not gonna be like super hard, but it's gonna be like very overwhelming. You have a lot of things thrown at you. Like, it's already a lot trying to get into the program. When you finally are accepted into the program, you have shots to get and to figure out what shots you have, what shots you don't have. Just a hassle trying to get into doctor's appointments to get those shots, and then making sure those doctors are getting what you need. It's a lot when you first start. Like, you have so many assignments, you have so many things required of you. If you don't do it, this will happen. You're gonna get through it, I promise you. Please get you a friend. Don't go through this alone, and if you do go through this alone, you're very strong and you can get through it whether you have a friend or not. But it's a lot easier when you do have a friend. Our school did create a group me, so like, not the teachers, it was like a student. Like, we were sitting in orientation and they were just like passing around a phone while they were like up there talking, and then we're making a group me. So like, the group me be very helpful. Our group me, like, we're still in it. Like, they talk so much in here. Let's talk about piercings. It's the whole thing. Like, piercings in hair and nails are the biggest things for like females. We can wear lashes, they don't care about that, as long as it's not gonna fall on the patient. But let's talk about nails. So nails, I currently have my nails done. These are like, this one came off, I took it off like yesterday, I think. These are press-on nails though. So I got these press off nails from Shein actually. So the nails, you cannot wear nails. You cannot have your regular nails painted. You can't even do clear, because they talked about how it, you know, have bacteria or whatever. No nail polish at all, no clear, no nothing, not even your real nails, no acrylic, nothing. You can have nothing on your nails. What I will say is, they're not just going around and like checking your nails to see, like checking you at the door like, oh, are you in dress code? No, it's like 100 of us. Like, they're not gonna do that. If they spot you, then you're a guy, and if they know your name, you're gonna get a violation. And my program is a year and 6 months, so it's like, you're gonna be able to get your nails done and stuff and all that stuff whenever you want when you graduate. It's not that long, it's not that deep. Hair, you literally don't care. You cannot have like, you can have natural colored hair. So I'm black, my hair is like black, but if I wanted like a dark brown or something like that, that's fine. That's considered a natural hair color. Blonde is considered a natural hair color because you have people with blonde hair. For me though, I don't know why I even tried it, but yeah, you can have natural colored hair. You can wear wigs, you can wear sew-ins, you can wear braids all the way down to your ankle if you want to. When it's time to go to lab or to clinical, you better have that bun, or you better have them braids pulled up and pulled back. Last time I talked about like school, like the work and stuff, I was talking about how I had failed a pathway exam. So I passed that class. Yay to me, I passed with a B. So with all of my classes, I had about 6 classes. I'll post like my final grades on the screen, except for one grade on here. I think it's 312. That's like the blue color. That says 99. My grade went down to a 98 because they had finally put in the last grade on the last day. And I had already screenshotted it like the last day of school, but they posted like a grade on the last day of submission for grades. We got out of school like May 1st, and then that didn't update until May 5th. So I had already posted I had already like screenshotted my grades like the last day of class after my test was put in, and that was that. I don't care, it's still an A, because my school, they don't range it from like A- and it brings down your GPA, or A+ and it brings it up. It's just an A or a B. It doesn't matter. If you got a 79.5, it's considered a B in my school, so that's a B. It doesn't matter if it's low or high. It's not going to affect your GPA. As long as it's an A or a B, it don't matter what the actual percentage is. But I did finish an A in that class. I just had to say that. But let's talk patho. So patho is basically a class with talking about diseases. It's talking about the heart. We talked about diabetes. We talked about the endocrine system, pulmonary and pulmonary diseases, how you get it, you know, what's the signs and symptoms. I also want to show y'all like how I organize my iPad for patho, like for nursing school period actually. So the iPad that I have the iPad Air 4th generation. I'm currently in the works of trying to get a new iPad. Wink wink, I'm waiting on somebody to buy it for me if they're gonna buy it for real. They plan. But I'm gonna screen record and show y'all how my iPad is set up for my classes, and specifically for Patho. I just kind of want to show y'all what it looks like. So when I go into GoodNotes, stuff popping up. When I go into GoodNotes, this is what it looks like. So I have my school calendar, I have a reading log, nursing school, and then got my father. That's just like Bible study and stuff. The reading log is just, you know, about, I'm trying to get into reading books. I'll show y'all real quick. I ain't really did anything yet. I only did one book in here. I've read 2, but I've only put 1 in here. And that's basically how it looks. But anyway, I'm not done with it. Okay, so we're going to talk about nursing school. So I go to nursing school. I have this nursing bundle thing for the first semester and second semester. There's nothing in second semester because I haven't started that until Monday. And I don't have anything for that class. Or that's like term. I can check that. Okay, so here's Patho 318 Patho. This is all the information that I used or that had to use. Some of the things I deleted because I was making, like, I would make myself practice questions, and after I would get done with like a certain section, I would delete it out of here because it was just useless. But okay, let's talk pulmonary. So pulmonary is like this, like diseases and stuff like that. You got neuro, you know, you gotta know your cranial nerves, stuff for that, know what it does, and you know, whatever. And then these are like neuro again, but it's like notes from an upperclassman that took the class before us, and she made her own notes and just simplified it a lot more. Like here, the cranial nerve, she kind of drew pictures and kind of helped you to understand it better. Fluid and electrolyte, like I feel this one, and I'm not even gonna lie, I low-key still have not grasped this one. Like the hypo and hyper magnesium and all that stuff, like I have felt that test tremendously. That's a test that I made a 68 on, and I was talking about how I made a 68 on that test, and I haven't talked about it since. But I actually, like, that was the last and first test that I failed in that class. The next test I made like a 80, like a 81 or like a 86. The next test I made like a 86. It's like a 80, like something like that. But the first test, we got 4 tests in that class. So the first one I made a 68, the second one I made an 80 something, the third one I made an 80 something, and the fourth one I made an A. So I made a really strong comeback with that class. Like I thought I was gonna fail that class. Like I cannot tell y'all the amount of insecurity that I felt when I first failed my first test. I felt so stupid, so slow. I felt like I didn't learn anything. I felt like I wasn't going to learn anything. I felt like I wasn't going to grasp it. I felt lost. Like I felt like I was never, like I felt, oh my god, I failed this test, I'm gonna fail the next one, and then fail this, and then I'm gonna get kicked out, and I'm gonna fail and have to start over, and I'm gonna have to be pushed back with all my friends. Like it was a whole thing. Like I felt so nervous. Like I thought I could not do it. I promise y'all, in that moment you're gonna feel so lost. Like you're gonna feel like you're not gonna get out of it. But I promise you, if you study and just like really take it seriously, you're gonna be fine. Like you're gonna be fine. I want to talk about studying tips, stuff like that. I want to show you the rest of this stuff. 318 and 310, which is fundamentals and Patho, those are the most 2 important classes, and those are like lecture classes. So this is like the basics of, you know, nursing. So like stress, it's like not as hard. Like this class, you know, it wasn't hard, but a lot of people thought that this class was hard because of the way that it was worded. I actually had a higher score. Well, overall I had an 80. Y'all seen it on me. I think I had an 85 in this class in fundamentals in 310, and then I had an 84 in Patho. But I scored a lot higher on my Patho test than I did on my fundamentals class, like my fundamentals exams. I felt like Patho was a lot harder than fundamentals, even though I scored lower on my fundamentals. I only made 1 B in fundamentals. In all of my other classes I made C's. I mean all of my other exams and fundamentals I made C's on. They weren't hard, but I would call myself like, oh, this is so easy, I know this, and I'm just half reading and I click an answer and move on, and I'd be like, ooh, actually I think that was wrong, it should have been this answer, but I can't go back. Like on nursing exams you cannot go back. Like once you click your answer and you move on, that's it. You don't get to go back, because they say that you got to be sure as a nurse, and they don't let us go back on our test, which just freaking sucks. Okay, the lighting may look a little different because my little light that I had up here just died on me, but it is what it is. Let's talk like uniform. For me, I know some programs allow their students to wear like anything to lecture. With my school, you can only wear scrubs, like any color scrubs, any color whatever you want, any shoe, any jacket, any hair tie, any hairstyle, down, up, whatever. You just had to be in scrubs for lecture. When it came to lab and clinical, you had to wear the green school scrubs that we provided, that we had to pay for, and then the appropriate shoes, I had the hokas. But let me just tell y'all and put y'all on about my experience with the hokas. These hoka bondi SR, SI, something like that, they are literally the most uncomfortable shoe ever. They feel like you're walking on boats, for one. Two, like the inside of your foot starts to hurt. And I would, like, so many people at my school had the shoes, and I used to ask, like, do your feet hurt? Like, how do you like these shoes? Like, my feet are so bad in these. They were like, yeah, me too. Like, yeah, me too. Like, they're uncomfortable, da, 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 da. Like, I would, like, those shoes are so uncomfortable. Like, I wanted to get me a new pair of shoes for second semester, but I'm probably gonna wait until my third or fourth to get these different kind of hokas. Like, they're like a cloth material. We're supposed to have leather, but other people that wear cloth shoes, and I don't say nothing to them, so I'm gonna give me some cloth all white hoka shoes. One of my friends had them. They're so cute, and I think they'll be a lot more comfortable. They're just not comfortable to me, and I don't like them. I'm gonna endure for the summer term, for this semester, but like next semester I'm probably gonna give me some more, because I cannot do those shoes. They just not comfortable to me. And I should have listened, because some people on TikTok were saying that they was not comfortable with. I was like, I'm gonna get these shoes, I don't care what y'all talking about. And then it was $200 at that. Like, no. Study habits. So let me just talk about what I did different. I don't know what I did. Like, I don't see a difference of what I did differently from my first patho test to my last, but let me just tell you what I did for my first. So for my first test, I have this whiteboard on my wall that I got from Home Depot for like $6. I hung it up myself. I got me some you know, dry erase markers off of Shein. They're like really cute or whatever. And I also have a mini travel size whiteboard that I have over there that I like to take. Like, I like to, like, when I don't want to stand up and like write, only when I'm doing math problems, I'll sit at my vanity right here and I just, you know, use the whiteboard that's in front of me, or I'll take like the library and do that or whatever. But anyway, I used that whiteboard and I wrote down information on there. My thing is, because I had a fundamentals test like that Thursday, and then my patho test was that Monday. So I spent all my time studying for fundamentals tests, and I passed that first test with a B. And then I was like, okay, I used Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those 4 days to study with patho. Studied for patho. That was not enough time. I didn't give myself enough time, and I didn't focus in on that testing because I was so focused on passing fundamentals, which I did. I failed that test. So I had made my friends, I wrote that down by myself. I studied like that by myself, and I talked it out, and I was like acting like I was teaching somebody in here, like, you know, whatever, this is this da da da. And then we did practice questions, and it just didn't help. I don't think I had enough time to process the information. Like, I looked at the slides as well, and that was that. And I just didn't pass because I just didn't get it. It was too much information and I didn't have enough time to process it. And then the rest of the times, like, what I would do is I would use this website called Notebook LM. It allows you to upload your PowerPoints. Please remember that when you are uploading your PowerPoints to this website, that it has to be in PDF format or it will not take it. Anyway, so I would upload it there, and it would literally generate a podcast, and it would be like two people talking back and forth, like a general conversation. It doesn't sound AI or anything, like it's like real people just having two conversations talking about what's in your lecture slides. There is a feature where you can interject and ask them questions, and they will literally answer you back. Also on there, you can have them like generate you a study guide from them, not practice questions, frequently asked questions, a glossary, like definition of certain things, which is good to know. Notebook LM just have a lot of features on there, so if y'all should use that, because I took advantage of that for patho and it really helped. Like, even when I'm in the car, I will play the podcast in my radio, or when I'm walking to class in the morning for my test, I will also review that and play it again. Sometimes I will also play the podcast and also follow along with them over my notes. What I can say, it does skip around in the PowerPoint. Like, it doesn't go from page to page all the time. Sometimes it's going to skip around a little bit. You have to kind of scroll to figure out where they are in the podcast to get with them. Sometimes they would give out like little helpful tips to help you understand like small little mnemonics. I'll actually like screen record and show y'all what it looks like. I'll do that from my iPad since I already was on here. I'm going to show y'all what mine was like. Mine is kind of like organized. You can name it whatever you want. And it's just really helpful. Another study tip that I did was I'm not really big on writing notes out, like writing notes on paper. Sometimes I would. I only did that when I just felt like it was a way too much content and I was not getting it. Like I just was not getting it. Then that's when I would actually start to write my notes out. Okay, so this is the website. It's called Notebook LLM. So 310 is fundamentals, and then 318 is patho. So you can see I use it quite a bit for the I use it just about in everything. So that was like, that's that, like the whole study thing. So I would just say use Notebook LM, study with your friends. I do like to study with my friends, but I also like to study by myself. My friends, practice questions from ChatGPT. I would just upload my PDFs or like my slides into chat. Tell it, hey, can you generate me 20 multiple choice questions in click style, some scenario based. Please put all the answers at the very bottom. Tips. Let me see, what tips can I give y'all for nursing school? Please stay organized. I was the type of person where I never had to use no calendar. Like the calendar, I don't need calendars. I can remember. A lot of people ask if I think that we need iPads for nursing school, and the simple answer is yes. Like people say that you can actually get through nursing school without an iPad, which I feel like you can, but it'd be very hard. No, actually you can't, because when like a lot of people say like, oh, in nursing school you get assigned like this amount of like, or so much like reading assignments. At least like my first semester, I have not been assigned no reading assignments. We have books, like literally what I had y'all on is like some of my HCI books, but like they're not like hard, they're like paper books. So like we have those, but we didn't really use those like that. We didn't. So we were only like, my teachers would like upload PowerPoints and read off of the slides during class, and like, you know, say little stuff that we need to know about the exam. Some stuff that we don't know, they would give like real life experiences that they've experienced to show us how real and important whatever they're teaching us is. But you do need an iPad. Now, do you need a computer? Yes, I'm gonna say yes for both. If anything, you probably would be able to get away with a computer over an iPad, but you won't be able to write on your actual like notes with a computer, unless you get one of those Windows computers that allow you to like touch the screen or whatever. But anyway, I feel like you don't need a Mac computer. No, you can do an HP. You can do something simple, because some softwares will allow you to do whatever type of assignment it is on your iPad. So you're gonna need a computer, or at least an access to a computer. And I also wanted to share this with y'all. There was this folder like information on the first day, but there was this card that they made us write on, and they told us to write what is our why, for, you know, because we need to remember what is our why and know it, because we're gonna need it to help push us through school. And this is what I wrote on mine. This is mine right here. What is my why? The Lord has called me to this, and it is bigger than me. I love to help comfort people on a personal level. This is not my degree, it's God's. If I don't do this, I have nothing. No money, no family to help me, nothing. And we'll talk about that in a minute. I have to make it. You can do this, Eliza. January 8th, 2025, 9:40 a.m. So let me explain if I don't do this, I have nothing. No money, no family, no support. So basically, I don't have anybody to fall on much when it comes to like financially things, only because I know a lot of people are gonna say I'm spoiled, and I am just a little bit, but I'm getting older. Nobody's gonna take care of you for the rest of your life. Like even you watching, like, you're not gonna have no financial support unless you got a husband or something that wants you to stay at home and you're already married or something, or whatever. But I'm talking about for the people that didn't come from nothing, that came from the hood, that came from nothing, that used to be homeless. Like I went through a lot, and if I don't make it with this nurse stuff and be able to support myself financially, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna work in a warehouse for the rest of my life. Like, I don't have that security of financial support for the rest of my life, because if I don't get this degree and if I don't make a career for myself, I literally will not have anything. I won't have my own house, my own car. I won't be able to support myself. I won't have anything. And I have family, yes, but like not really biological family. Like, I have people that I call my family, but they are not blood related, which is fine. You know, I'm grateful for those people. Like, I don't have those people to follow on to help me financially, like in life. I don't. I only have me, myself, and God. I got my parents sometimes, but like I don't have anything else to follow on. I don't have a plan B. Like this has to work for me because I don't have anything else. Like I don't come from anything. I was not born with any type of inheritance with generational wealth. Like I didn't come from that. So like I don't have, you know, if I don't do this, I literally have nothing. While nursing is about being there for people and supporting people, there's like a lot of people like to bash people for going into nursing for financial security. Are you slow? Like that's going to be one of the perks of being a nurse, is having financial security, not being rich and having so much money, but being financially comfortable, not having to live from paycheck to paycheck. Like don't tell me that's not everybody's reason. Some people come from money and some people don't actually have to worry about that, but some people do, and that's just that. Like it's real. Like I love helping people. Like for me, people always ask me like, what specialty do you want to go to? Like, and what I can say right now, like I still don't know, but what I do know is I love to talk to older people. Like I like older people. I like kids, but not like that. Like they can't talk to you, they can't tell you where your pain is, they cry. You got to be patient. You have to have an imagination where you're caring for children. Like oh, if you let me give you this shot, like you're gonna turn into Batman or Superman or something. Like stuff, corny stuff like that. Like I'm just not, that's not me. Like if the Lord placed me with children, that's fine. I will do that. Like I'm not gonna mistreat them and be like mean and rude, and like no, I'm gonna have the imagination. I'm gonna do what it has to take to care for these people, you know, like no matter the age or anything. Like it don't matter, I will adapt. Like I can do that. But I like to be able to talk to my patients. I like to be able to talk to them. Like I've talked to people, they love me. Like they be so sweet. They give like advice and wisdom. You can talk to them, you can joke with them. But yeah, I forgot why I was even saying that. But if y'all remember, I hope I connected the dots. Bye y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Stay blessed nevertheless.